Patricia, Lorna, Matt. Oh, Matt from Discord. You have the same little icon from Discord. Hola, Lauren. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Estoy bien? Austin needs some decorations, Aaron says.
I have a tree. I mean, that's pretty good, right?
I don't have many decorations either. I think I need some. Lorna, crypto mom in Discord. Awesome. Hey, we're so happy to have all of you guys. A very warm welcome to everyone. So let's kick this off. We are going to do these every single Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We feel like this is going to be a great opportunity to get updates on Galvan, for us to stay close with the community, to be communicating constantly. Also, a great opportunity for those that haven't learned about Galvan and that don't know much about it. We're going to be doing this every single Thursday. So be sure to invite your friends. Invite your friends also to create Galvan accounts with your share link. You guys will be rewarded referral points when people purchase nodes through your referral link. So it's awesome to have everyone here. Sweet. So let's kick this off. Like I said, I'm Nathan Covey. Austin and I are going to be leading these every week. Austin is the director of business development for Galvan. He does an awesome job, and he's a great addition to the team. And we are going to be doing these, and we're going to have occasionally Adam Sharp, if you guys know, our CEO, and also Jeff Wilhite, our president. They're going to drop in occasionally, maybe every month or so in these as well. So awesome. I'll start it off. Here's the agenda. We're going to do some announcements and some updates, give you guys some sneak peeks of some cool things coming soon with Galvan. We are going to do a little introduction. We're going to go through the Galvan pitch deck and teach everyone about Galvan, a little bit about Web3. And then we are going to do a Q&A. So without further ado, let's kick it off. I want to give you guys an awesome little sneak peek of something we've been working on. This is and I'm going to just share my screen here for a second. This is the new Galvan website. It's coming soon. We're hoping to launch it in the next month or two, but we feel like this is going to be a huge upgrade over the current one. If you guys can see, I already sent a little sneak peek the other week to the node owners, but we feel like this is going to be an awesome experience for people to learn about Galvan, learn about our products. We got these from some people in the Discord and also Twitter. I'm not sure if any of these are from you, but this is going to be an awesome new website. We'll send new sneak peeks here and there, but this is going to be awesome, and it's something coming soon. So I will stop sharing that. That's a little sneak peek for everyone. Lasagna. Oh, is Lasagna here? Lasagna. Awesome. Welcome, Lasagna. Before I start, I'm gonna. So other announcements real quick. So we have been making amazing progress with our fitness app. If you guys have not already signed up for the waitlist on our website, you can go to it. You just go to galvan.health, you click on products, you go to fitness and enter your email. We're going to be sending out, hopefully in the next month or two, an invite for all of you to become beta testers for the app. So that's going to be awesome. So we're making a lot of progress there. And then I'm going to put a little poll in here because we already got about 25 people here. I am really curious how many of you here currently own a Galvan node. And we can see all of the results. Oh man, this is awesome. 95%, 20, 21.
We've got a full house of node owners.
Full house of node owners. You guys are the backbone of the community. Awesome. And for the one that isn't a node owner, we're here to teach you all about nodes. So this is going to be awesome. But thank you, node owners. Thank you for being here from the beginning. Thank you for being loyal. Use this Galvan Launchpad as an opportunity to invite your friends and family that may not be node owners yet. So awesome. That's good to know. Cool. So we'll kick it off. We'll share the pitch deck here, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Galvan. So Galvan is amazing. We have an amazing vision, amazing team. I'll start off by saying this is a little disclaimer. We always got to put this in. There's some things we can't predict, some things we can't control, but Galvan is going to do everything within our power, within the community's power, to achieve this vision we have. Like I said, team is everything. Many of you probably already know Adam and Jeff. We also have some great advisors. David Beers, he's taken 15 FDA drugs from discovery to the market. He's amazing and he's advising us on the medical side. Kathy Roberts is also an advisor on the financial side of things. You guys probably know her from Switch. We're going to do a lot of collaboration with them. And then we have Tom Karen and Travis Cook, who are helping us with all of our development over with Nerd United. So we have an amazing team, and this doesn't even show everyone. We have over 100 people working on Galvan on a weekly basis. So this is awesome, and we have a great team, and we are growing. If you guys follow us on LinkedIn, you'll see occasionally we'll put up a new job posting. So stay tuned for that, and make sure you're following us on LinkedIn if you feel like you could be part of the Galvan team. So mission. The mission of Galvan is to galvanize you and I to invest in personal and community wellness. We feel like we're in an era of time where accountability for wellness has been given into the hands of other people. And it's time that we personally and as a community invest back in it. And that's where our name comes from. If you guys can see this definition of galvanize, to inspire or stimulate someone to take action. We want to really help the world become a healthier place. So that is the mission of Galvan, and that's at the core of everything we do. Okay, I'm going to talk first about some problems. And you guys, I don't know if you guys have ever been in a room when problems in healthcare get brought up, but it's almost like every single person has a nightmare story or something crazy that happened. It's really easy to complain about. And we'll talk a little bit about these problems. And what I will say is Galvan is aiming to solve many of these problems, not all of them, but we feel like we can make a huge impact on not only how people handle their health, but how people perceive health. So I don't know if any of you guys can relate to this tweet, but this person says $1,000 to have a surgeon walk in the room late for one whole entire minute and say, yeah, your nose is broken, and leave. Have you guys ever had anything like this happen to you? If not, it's happened to me. There's not a lot of transparency right now in healthcare. You sometimes don't know what you're going to pay. You don't know what you're going to get. And there's a lot of fluff. So it's really interesting. But I saw this tweet the other day. It was awesome. I don't know if you guys know, there's $8 trillion spent every year on healthcare, which is 20% of what the US spends in general. So 1 in 5 US dollars are spent on healthcare, and 30% of this $8 trillion is wasted. That's crazy. One in 3 of these dollars spent is wasted. And if you can see, I underlined the ones that Galvan especially can help, but they're unnecessary services. People get services, get procedures that they don't need because they are not informed. And there's also tons of fraud. There are security vulnerabilities in the current ecosystem, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And there's missed prevention opportunities. If we lived healthier, we could prevent a lot of things from happening in the first place, which really reduces cost. So this is just something interesting I found. Look at this, 177% increase. Hackers grabbed 21 million healthcare records in the second half of 2020. This is crazy. If you guys didn't know this, one of the hottest pieces of data that a hacker wants is your health data. There's so much there that they can use, that they can sell and monetize. And this line below, it says, with a single patient login account, Knight, this is the hacker, was able to access more than 4 million patient and clinician records. Health records right now are centralized. They're centralized in one spot, and that is just candy for a hacker. They're all going to come to that one spot. It's crazy. Jose just asked, I have to jump on a call. Is this being recorded? We are recording this. Anyone who registered for this event will receive an email right after with the recording. So no problem, Jose. Let's take a look at this one, and let's see if you guys can relate to this as well. 81% of US adults say they have very little or no control over the data collected by businesses and government. And a lot of people don't know what this data means. They feel like the potential risks of collecting data about them outweigh the benefits. And really, this is how a lot of us feel with the current system. Keeping track of your medical medical records is key to protecting your health. We'll talk about medical records a little bit down in a few minutes, but I really like this line that I found from this article. And it can be risky because for doctors, seeing patients without complete medical records is like driving a car blindfolded. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know where my health records are. They're in 5 different places. They're not completely accurate. If I go to a doctor without having a complete accurate view of my health, this doctor says at least, it's like driving a car blindfolded. That's crazy. So, as you can see, I give you a little picture of the current health system. There are amazing companies out there. There are amazing things going on, but there are a lot of vulnerabilities and problems right now in the health system. We talked about transparency. We don't know what the costs are. There's a lot of waste. It's centralized, especially with the records. We have a lack of control over our data, over our health. And really, there's these wrong incentives. There's incentives for doctors to walk in for a 1 minute appointment rather than really caring for you. So, um, super interesting. Before I talk about the system we want to build, and it sounds like all of you guys, most of you guys are already node owners, so I won't touch on this too heavy, but the evolution of the internet has brought a new opportunity for healthcare that the world has never seen. If you go back to the 90s, we had Web 1.0, they call it. And this is the read only web. You could pretty much Google, I mean, not even Google, you could go and search things and you could view things on the internet. You could get information. And you guys may recognize some of these logos. I don't recognize them as well because I was just a little baby during these times. But then you go to the 2000s. This is the read and write web. This is where you not only could get information off the web, but you could also publish information. This is the era of social media, of blogs, of us also becoming the creators as well. Um, and then we have Web 3. It takes the awesome things of Web 1 and Web 2, but it goes back to the internet's roots, which is it's decentralized. Because a huge problem that happened in Web 2 was that big, massive companies started to control all of the data, all of the monetization, and they left pretty much the internet, the rest of us on the internet with the scraps. And this is a huge problem that has been created from Web 2. So with Web 3 technology, which is built on the blockchain, which if you guys don't know much about blockchain, I'm probably not the best person to teach you, but it's this amazing new technology that is at the core of Web 3. With this technology, we can build a new way to handle healthcare and wellness on the internet, and it's going to be amazing. So this is the new proposed system. We want it to be transparent. We want it to be efficient. Very important, decentralized. Ownership. You should own your data. You should own your health information. And then also we want to make it rewarding and fun for people because we feel like sometimes health can be a little boring and bleak and we don't think it's like that. So we want to make it fun. And at the core of this new system is the blockchain node network. If we did not create our own node network, our own little mini internet, you could call it, we wouldn't be able to decentralize it. It would just be on another centralized server that a company owns and controls. So the backbone of this system is a decentralized network of node owners that contribute computing power and also are able to vote and really take the project in the right direction. So this is awesome. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about this system and the products that we're building with it. So this is our first set of products. We have fitness. These are going to be rewards backed by your heart rate during exercise. We have mental wellness, which is going to be an awesome way to track and improve your mental health. Personal health records. We'll talk about this in depth. And also telehealth. This telehealth is actually already in beta. It's already live. You can see a doctor online and you can pay with Ethereum, which is pretty cool. But really, these are the core products that Galvan's going to be working on for the next few years. So first of all, let's talk about how we're going to motivate people at Galvan. And this is through fitness. This little screenshot you're seeing of the app, this is a real screenshot. This is not something we just mocked up. This is the app that's being developed. But as you can see, we are going to reward people on a daily and weekly basis when they go and get an elevated heart rate from their exercise. We feel like this is an awesome way to track exercise, to track effort. And this is going to be awesome. And node owners, people that own nodes, will be rewarded with extra points that will contribute to their eyes. And Austin will get to that a little bit down the road. But this app is going to be awesome. It's going to be available on the App Store and the Android, the Play Store. Hopefully, by the end of the year, hopefully in the fall. That's what we're aiming for. But you're going to be able to sync with 4 supported wearables. So it's going to be Apple Watch, Fitbit, Garmin, and Samsung Galaxy watches. and it's going to be awesome. So this is a way to get motivated to work out more. Empower, mental wellness. This one is especially close to my heart. I could tell you, I could bore you with stories for 20 minutes, but I will tell you one little story that illustrates the power of the technology we have here in just a minute. But we have partnered with a company called Canary Speech. We have an exclusive license with them to use their algorithms and their machine learning in the blockchain space. But they've created an algorithm that, with just 20 seconds of recorded speech, can give you an analysis of your stress, your mood, and your energy levels. It's truly amazing. They've built this off of the gold standard in the medical world, the GAD7 and PHQ-8. It is just as accurate as them. The speech scientists that developed this, some of the same minds behind Apple's Siri and Amazon's Alexa. This is some amazing technology. They have discovered 2,500 vocal biomarkers in your voice that they can use to determine how you're doing. And it's truly amazing. And to illustrate the power of this, I'm going to tell you a little story. So when we were testing this earlier in the year, I actually was giving it to my friends and family, and I was saying, "Hey, do this little voice recording and see what it tells you." And I have a younger sister. Her name's Allie. She's 16 years old, and we are really close. Allie and I have always been close. We have a great relationship. And I asked her to take a little canary speech test, and she does it. And afterwards, she comes up to me and she says, "Hey, can I show you the results I got?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." She shows me, and she is in the red in every single metric. And it hit me. It was suddenly this moment of sympathy and this, like, oh my gosh moment. I didn't know you were feeling that way. And what's crazy to me and the power in this tool is that it would have been really hard for my sister to say, "Hey, Nathan, can I talk to you about something?" and then go in a room and open up to me. But it was really easy for her to talk into a phone for 20 seconds and then show me her results. So we feel like this will not only be an amazing tool for individuals to get more insights and to be more self-aware, but in breaking stigma and in sharing how you're really doing with your trusted circle. We feel like this is going to be an amazing tool, and it's coming at the end of the year. So this is also going to be in the fitness app. It's going to be in the same iOS and Android app. That's where we're going to have our one-stop shop for health and wellness products. So this is awesome. Inform, personal health record. If you guys listen to Adam Sharp, he is the expert on explaining this, but the overall concept of this is you and only you should be in charge of your personal health record. If I had to ask, and we could do another poll, but maybe we'll do it in next week's. But if I had to ask you, where are your health records right now? Do you know? Do you know where they are? You probably think of a few different places. If you wanted to get your health records, who would you call? Right? The problem is health records were built so doctors could get paid from insurance companies. But the sad thing about this is studies show when people hold and control and add to their own personal health record, you can see the benefits right here. They have easy access to their health information. It reduces administrative costs. It provides better communication. Patients come in to the doctor's office better educated. They know what they're doing, right? They know about themselves, and more involvement in ownership and health decisions. Health outcomes go through the roof. It's such a positive difference when you own and control it. And so at Galvan, we are going to empower you to own and control your own health record. It'll be decentralized. It'll be secured by the blockchain, so you don't have to worry about your data being stolen, your data being monetized, and it's going to be for you. And we're going to make it fun. We're going to make it rewarding. We're going to make it interactive. So this is going to be an awesome product from Galvan. But let's look at a little bit at our competitors. Obviously, we're in a new space. We don't have anyone that's actually doing exactly what we're doing yet, but we do have other companies doing a piece of what we're doing. You guys might be familiar with StepIn. They're a super popular move to earn app. You can buy an NFT sneaker, and then you can walk or run outside with a GPS and get rewarded for it. We feel like we can get a leg up on them in terms of fitness because heart rate is not only a way more objective measurement, but it's more versatile for the exercises you do. Because what if you swim? What if you run in a treadmill and there's no room outside for you to run? You live in a big city. We are going to reward you based on your heart rate. So whatever you do to get an elevated heart rate, we're going to reward you for that. So we feel like that's awesome. You also look at Zenbase. This is someone that's doing something in Web3 in the mental health space. They're doing stuff with meditation, but they do not have any technology like Canary. So that's awesome. And then Humanscape, they're doing personal health records as well. The fact of the matter is there are a lot of companies out there, but we feel like we are unique because we are building an all-in-one holistic health and wellness platform that gives you an overview of not just your fitness, but your mental health, your health records. We're going to be all in one. And we feel like we have the best team in the entire world. So if we're talking competitors, we feel like Galvan is going to crush it. I'm going to turn the time over now to Austin. You guys are probably bored of hearing me talk, but Austin's going to talk about node licenses now with us.
Of course, my dog barks right now. Please pause. Shiloh's excited about what's going on here. I'm interested to hear in the chat, what are your guys' thoughts so far on everything covered? I know a lot of you are node owners. Can you guys hear me, Nathan?
I can hear you. I don't know. Can people not hear Austin? Great start. I think we can hear you. I don't know if it's just Matt.
Sweet. All right. Well, hey guys. So let's talk a little bit about node licenses. So obviously a lot of great incentives, right, to get involved in the community with the current system really being designed with the incentives to go towards the healthcare providers. It almost feels like it's designed for us to keep going back and not stay healthy, right? So I love this vision. I totally get behind it because it's incentivizing us to live a healthy life, stay mentally well, and have clear transparency of our information. Just to recap what Nathan was talking about. So love all of that, of course. That's why I'm here. So how can you get involved in the community today and help us move this vision forward? The answer to that would be through a node license. So in order to receive some of the eyes distribution, and just to clarify, eyes is going to be the digital reward that we're releasing to the community later this year. So in order to start to receive a piece of that distribution, you definitely want to think about getting a node. I know 91% of you on this call are already on that page. So I'm talking to the 9% right now. We have two different types of nodes. So number one, a light node. This is an entry point to get involved in Galvan. And this includes a fixed price at $25. It does have a limited amount of distribution when you're operating that passively on a computer for 6 hours per day. And unfortunately, with this light node, it does not include the consensus vote or any random NFT drops. Now, moving forward, when Galvan is operating as a full DAO, completely decentralized, one of the key advantages to owning a smart node is you're going to be a part of the decision making and the way that we operate in the future. And I think that this is such a great concept. That's what I love about Web3. Instead of a small room of people making decisions that might be for the benefit of everybody in that room, now we're making and taking decisions and giving it to the masses so it's truly in our benefit. If you own a smart node, you are getting the full amount of distribution. And if you do the math on that right now, that's about 8,000 eyes rewards, give or take, each day, as long as you're operating that computer online for 6 hours a day and have that node license going. If you have the smart node license, you get random NFT drops when we release that. And these are limited to 100,000 and they increase over time. So what does that mean? Right now, we have node licenses for 3,900. They started at 2,000 just a few months ago. And as we sell them, they keep on going up in price. And that's very similar to some other companies that have done node licenses in the same core technology. So that's what I got on this slide, Nathan, if you wouldn't mind. So let's talk about digital rewards. And so one of the benefits of getting involved in this project early with a smart node is right here, right in front of you guys. Half of the 50 billion total eyes tokens that are going to be distributed are being distributed right now. So 25 billion year one, and that is going to shift and cut in half on February 16th of next year. So 12.5 billion eyes tokens the year after, and we just keep on following that platform. So how can you earn some digital rewards right now? So the best approach, obviously, if you look at the top an example, 468 points just for running one smart node for 6 hours a day. To give you some contrast as what that compares to a light node, if you have 5 light nodes, that would roughly be 15 points for 6 hours a day. So a pretty significant difference in distribution. And then another thing that you guys can do on this call right now, 91% of you talking to you guys, you can actually refer through a share link in your Galvan dashboard. And you actually get a pretty significant amount of rewards that influences your distribution for a 30-day period, which is awesome. And then, as Nathan covered, we are going to be launching our fitness app later this year. So when that is in the mix, you'll be getting points based off of how you can, if you're hitting your target heart rates for 30 minutes a day, and if you're doing that consistently over a weekly and a monthly basis. So this is how it's all broken down. Year one, 68 million roughly eyes distributed per day. And if 10,000 points were earned between the entire Galvan community combined in one day, you earned 0.018 of the total community points. You would also earn 0.018 of the eyes distribution. So the total eyes right here, 12,329. So a lot of incentives out there for us to live healthier lives and stay mentally fit and have knowledge of our health information.
That
And
is
then
oh, sorry. Austin, go. Got it,
yeah,
bro.
so Ralph Waldo Emerson, the first wealth is health. So when mind, body, and spirit align, great things happen, right? And you might as well receive some incentives along the way. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, Nathan.
Yeah, awesome. That's awesome, Austin. I know a lot of you already have nodes. We have some questions here, so we'll turn to the Q&A. Someone asked, is Canary technology evidence-based, well thoroughly researched, any publication in medical journal? I can get you the publications. I know that they do have a few, but I will talk about this for a second. Canary's amazing. So they've been developing this for 6 years. They have developed it off of the PHQ 9 and 8 and the GAD 7, which are the gold standards in the medical industry. And I'll give you, I don't tell this to everyone, but Canary is actually going through the process of potentially getting FDA approval by the end of the year. So we are using Canary and more a wellness approach. We're not using it to diagnose anything. They're using it. They have some people using it more in a clinical approach, but we could see in a year or two a doctor actually using Canary and the voice results from that to diagnose certain mental health conditions. So it's truly amazing. It's science based, and I can send out more materials if you'd like. You can just send us an email, and I can send you more materials. But that's a great question. And then Linda asked, these points earned are also for those that got smart nodes through Connect. Yes. I will say the difference is if you refer someone through Connect, those referral points do not go through Galvan. If you refer through your Galvan share link, those ones count, but they don't go both ways. Matt asks, what do the NFTs that smart node owners are getting do? Are they good for free telehealth appointments? So the NFTs that we are currently planning on doing are going to be utility based. So for example, our fitness NFTs will give you bonus points when you go and do a certain exercise. We have not thought of doing NFTs for a free telehealth appointment yet, but that's a great idea. Love it. Cool. I'll copy this email.
Hey, one other thing, just to clarify real quick.
Yep.
I'm seeing some comments in the chat. Running 6 hours per day sounds unrealistic. Again, that's just passively operating your node license, not physically running for 6 hours a day. If you are capable of running 6 hours a day, more power to you, but that's not the expectation here.
Austin, don't you run 6 hours a day?
Not even close, actually. Yep.
Oh my gosh, I think if I ran 6 hours a day, I don't think I'd be here right now. I'd probably be sleeping. Um, that's crazy. Cool. These are great questions, guys. Any more questions out there? Awesome. Oh, we got one. Do you have the timeline? Um, the roadmap. We have a roadmap on our website, like launching the token. Okay, so for the token, we originally were planning on having it in Q2 of this year. And there were a few things that got in the way of that. Not only was it the market conditions, but the way we are doing the distribution now, the plans have changed a little bit. And so we have a little bit of these details in our light paper, and we're about to publish more, but we are going to be working with a third-party entity in Switzerland to handle the smart contracts on our distribution. So it'll be truly decentralized. This has not been set in stone yet, but it's the plan. With that in mind, it set things a little back, but we are planning on starting the eyes or we are anticipating that the eyes distribution will begin by the end of this year. That being said, points are being calculated right now in the back end for nodes and for referrals. So those points are all being calculated. And when the first day of distribution starts, everyone's going to get a big lump sum of eyes. It's going to be awesome. If I'm overseas, will I be able to use telemed? Lorna asks, if I'm overseas, will I be able to use telemed? We are right now, we're only in the United States, but we have a plan to expand to 30 plus countries. Lorna, where are you from? I'm curious. Because I'm curious if your country, Philippines. I would need to double check, but Philippines might be on our list for expansion. But yeah, we are working to expand telehealth outside. Does that mean each light node is generating about 50 eyes per day? Yeah. So on calculations with the with eyes, obviously, like Austin said, it's give or take. There's a lot of different things that could happen. But the ratio of eyes earned by smart nodes to light nodes is the same ratio of the price of a smart node to the price of a light node. So right now, a smart node is $3,900. A light node's $25. That's a 156 ratio. So if it was 1 point for a light node, it'd be 156 for a smart node, if that makes sense. By the way, those points in the example, we haven't put the X amount, the defined specific amount of points yet. Those were just given purely for example. But the points will look similar to that. So, and Austin, you're welcome to answer any of these if you want to jump in, because I'm having to answer these and I'm not, there's a bunch dropping in. Linda, is the smart node still an off-chain type of mining? Are we still waiting for the fit? Yes. So we're still node network testing. Your node actions are being tracked. So when the token distribution starts, you'll be retroactively rewarded. Kathy, I have a Carol bike, which is an AI bike, an Energizer ride of 8 minutes. Yeah, those Carol bike, I've looked into them, Kathy. Those are awesome. We hope that down the road we can add a variety of different wearables and you could say equipment and things where we can confirm and track your health. We hope that we can add those into our ecosystem. So that'd be awesome. Will this credit me? So you at the beginning, the fitness app will be compatible with wearables that can track your heart rate. So if you have, I'm not sure, Kathy, if you have like a Apple Watch or a Fitbit or anything like that, but at first it will be just compatible with those. Put an Apple Watch on your dog. Austin, are you going to be doing that with your dog? Going to put an Apple Watch on him?
Maybe.
My dog would eat it. Oh, I love the idea in general. If every node owners, project developers are making money, who is paying them? I'm asking this question since I see a lot of projects are making money from new users, like a Ponzi scheme. If every Node owners, project developers are making money. Who is paying them? So the revenue, so how, because a lot of people ask this, how does Galvan generate revenue? How does Galvan survive as looking at it from a normal business? So Galvan is building amazing health products, and these products will not, at least not all of them, for example, Canary, they're not going to be given away for free. There will be a health membership tied to those. So people will be paying a health membership, and people will see value in these products and services and want them. And the tokenization of everything is just an added incentive on top of that. But really the goal of Galvan, we want to be self-sustainable. We do not want to design it so it's just new users in are we have to have new users to function. It's not going to be like that. So my dog did eat mine, Caleb says. So Kathy, if you have a Fitbit, that's gonna work. You just put that on while you're riding your bike, and you're gonna get. You did say it was 8 minutes, but the good thing about the elevated heart rate, it's defined as anything equal to or above a brisk walk. So it doesn't have to be a high intensity workout. Anything walking outside, anything that's gonna just get a little elevated heart rate. Cool. Awesome comment, Aaron. Aaron talked a little bit. We're offering every telehealth membership that is purchased, we are donating one to a veteran and their family. There's a lot of veterans that are underserved that can kind of fall through the cracks with getting benefits. So that's an awesome thing that Aaron brings up. So yeah, Kathy, it does need to be 30 minutes, but if it gets your heart rate up for a long time, there might be some residual there, but it will need to be 30 minutes. So if it means just having to go on like a 10-minute walk, that's how you'll get the 30 minutes. I can earn eyes, but screwing up at myself. If I want to maximize rewards from exercising and owning Smart Node with my spouse, do I need to own 2 nodes or 1 node can be shared? So it is going to be per account. So you won't be able to share 1 node and both exercise at the same time. That would open up a lot of possibilities for people gaming it and cheating the system. So if you both want to get rewarded for your exercise, you would both need to own a node. Get a light node if needed. Yeah, even a light node, $25. If I have 5 smart nodes, do I get rewarded for exercise on all of them or just 1? Can I assign a couple to my kids? That's a great question. So with the smart nodes, we are going to have a multiplier and a bonus for holding more smart nodes for your exercise. These details will be released in the future, but there will be an added bonus. In terms of, can I assign a couple to my kids? We have not thought about that yet. There could be a way that someone could maybe rent out their smart node. I know that's a pretty popular thing. You can rent out an NFT to someone. This would be an idea that we could possibly add, but thanks for bringing that up. That's awesome.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it would be what I will say on this topic of assigning some to kids. We have been talking a lot, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, building a family dynamic to this whole ecosystem, a family / friend dynamic to this. We feel like health and wellness is collaborative, it's social. And so we are working on ways where you can have a parent account and you can add your teenagers to it, and the rewards, your teenagers can earn rewards and have NFTs and nodes. We are working on this right now. It could be a little ways out, but this is something we think about daily because we know that it is a very social and collaborative thing. Would this node be NFT? Right now, the nodes are not NFTs. There are plans for them to become NFTs down the road, but right now they will not be. You had better believe I will have my spouse wearing a watch while she works out. She's not going to cheat me out of my dailies by working out without it. You guys are so funny. Is Galvan a for-profit company? Is Galvan a for-profit company or nonprofit? How does Galvan earn revenue? Galvan is a for-profit company. We earn revenue through, obviously, on the Web3 side, nodes and NFTs, but more importantly, we're going to have health memberships. So that's how we earn revenue. Will there be a likely monthly description? Yes. So the health membership, we haven't defined and set the details for the health membership and how it's going to work. But there is a possibility it could be monthly reoccurring, or you pay for a whole year up front. We're working out these details right now, but it will there will be certain details like that. From a parent's perspective too, I bet tons of parents, yes, this is why we we have had a lot of parents tell us, I would really love to use Canary technology within my family. So that's definitely sparked some of the conversation for us.
Yeah, I think Canary Speech is really one of the products that we have an exclusive license to use that on the blockchain, by the way. But if you look at mental health statistics right now in America, and then partner that together with a tool that just provides this level of transparency, that could really, really solve a lot of problems. So that's where one of those products I'm super passionate about, and really excited to see that integrated into our app next year sometime.
Someone just said I was the only non-smart note owner here. LOL. I will be buying one very soon. Awesome. We're glad you're here. Austin, also, if you want, I know that we've done this as a whole group, but Austin on the website, if you go to nodes, there's a little thing that says book a demo or book a call. You can actually have a one-on-one consultation with Austin. So if you have more questions and you want more of his time, Austin's happy to jump on a call with anyone. Um, Matt says, I wonder if Canary could be misused to trick people into into it to get their mental state. We know that with great power comes great responsibility. Canary is a powerful tool. And so security is one of our top priorities with it. So we're gonna take the path necessary so that things like that can't happen. Um, Needs a baseline to measure against. That is also true. When you first Canary, it's based on machine learning. It gets better as you go. And so when you first take it, it'll establish a baseline and it'll get more accurate as you do it more. I don't have a smart note either. Where do you find the sign up call for with Austin? Oh, Austin dropped it. Oh, cool. Sometimes I get behind on the chat. You guys are so quick. Cool. Um, I wasn't sure if each person had their own baseline, if there's a standard. There is a standard baseline, but we want to also have a personalized baseline because every person's different. Every person is in a different spot, and we want people to show the improvement compared to themselves as well, rather than like a standardized baseline, if that makes sense. Aaron says smokers are always stressed, period. With all of Galvan's products too, if the user's responsibility to use with all of Galvan's products too, it is the user's responsibility to use it for the greater good. They should actually want to improve their health. That is true. Good comment. I'm working as a physician in the US. This project sounds quite promising by tackling lots of limitations in the healthcare system. That is great to hear. I would love to hear your feedback. You did give me your email. I marked it down right here. So I would honestly, we would love um, I'll just say this, our product team is amazing. We actually jump on calls with people in our community to get user feedback, to walk them through um, our new developments. We show them sneak peeks and we try to get their feedback. So if you guys are ever interested, if you want to give us feedback, we are listening. We are open to all of this. So I would love to hear yours. Yes, definitely. Awesome. I'm gonna email you right after this. Cool. Well, I think the questions are kind of slowing down. This is awesome, guys. Like I said, we're doing this every single week. So if you guys want to store up your questions and just dump them on us next week, feel free. Invite your friends. I have a challenge for all of you today. Make a list of anyone that you think would be interested in Galvan. It could be someone that has had a poor experience with the healthcare industry, someone that's passionate about it. It could be your friend or neighbor that's just into going to the gym. I want to invite all of you guys to think of some people and invite them to next week's call. Um, I really believe that the key to growing Galvan starts with the community. It starts with us spreading the word. So that's my little invitation to all of you. Let's get people invited for next week's call. Challenge accepted. I want to get my bro who's a PA specialty. Yes, that's a great idea, Aaron, as well, that you bring up. We would love to have special guests on these call in the future as well. So reach out to me and we can make that happen. I will invite my nephews. They'll just have to get up early. Yeah, Lorna, what time is it there? Challenge accepted. Sorry, one more question. When can we buy nodes with a credit card? That is a great
Ooh,
question.
the hot topic around here.
We are working on this, guys. We know it's important. We know it's hard right now. It's really hard for the average person to buy Ethereum, wait, and then have to send it over. We know that's hard. We want to make it easy. So we are working on a solution for this. I don't know when. When is always the magic word that we never know how to answer, but it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. So we're working on this, guys. 8:45 a.m. Nice. Dang, that is it's a
Early.
completely different time zone.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
awesome.
I think that's lots of great questions, lots of engagement. Just to reiterate what Nathan said, if you guys do have any other questions or want me to walk you through one of these products more in depth, feel free to book a call. And then, of course, there's this QR code that's right in front of you. So if you don't already have a free account, I would recommend that you use the QR code, create an account, and then we can go from there. But until then, make sure you bring your referrals for next week. And yeah, Nathan, any final words?
No, I just say as a goal, let's get this to 50 people next week. We had 30 today, stay the whole time. Let's get it to 50. So everyone, if almost everyone on this call invites at least one person, we'll double it for next week. So thank you guys so much. It's been awesome. This recording will be sent out to everyone after this. So thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.